Somebody remember simple traffic stop turns into nightmare. Remember that for me. Because I want to watch this one.
An alleged killer reveals in court the chilling final words before he beheaded his own boss.
This is an individual that stole...
Black people be doing that? This got to be a first, bro. And I know you got to be a different type of nigga to get charged with beheading your boss, right? And then come to work. Well, I don't know what I'm on. I'm at work right now. But then come to court with a tie and a spider on it. What the fuck does spider mean, bro? I promise y'all that symbolize something. This nigga just... Nothing in life can make you do nothing to your... Well, let me take that back. I got fired before. I know how it feels.
An alleged killer reveals in court the chilling final words before he beheaded his own boss.
This is an individual that stole from the victim, stole yet again from the victim, knew he was about to be caught and exposed, went to the home dressed, covered so that no one could potentially see him, brought a taser, brought a knife, and eventually killed his victim.
Look how my guy looking up on the elevator. Bro, you want to get caught. My nigga, he think this is a movie, squad. Ain't no way in hell. I'm thinking he did this shit at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it looked like he went to bro house, covered his face with a mechanic's mask, bro. And it looked like a Nike Tech mask that you be wearing in sports, in a damn suit. With a damn suit, bro. He be watching way too many movies, squad. My nigga right here, look. He was like, I know it's racist, but I want to say, is this nigga serious? I swear to God.
And chopped up his body with the goal of no one ever finding out that he was the person responsible.
Tech CEO Fahim Saleh was murdered in his own luxury apartment in the Lower East Side of Manhattan nearly 4 years ago. Now his alleged...
How you know where your manager stay at? And that looked like Tech Salim right there, though. I'm going to just keep it 100 with you. So, did bro go with him? And then, well, no, he didn't. Because why would you have a mask if he know who you are already? My nigga on the elevator looked like my nigga that got killed. I'm going to keep it.
Killed his victim and chopped up his body with the goal of no one ever finding out that he was the person responsible.
Tech CEO Fahim Saleh was murdered in his own luxury apartment in the Lower East Side of Manhattan nearly 4 years ago. Now his alleged killer, who was supposed to be his trusted employee, is sharing the chilling final words his boss said to him before the brutal slashing. 25-year-old Therese Haspel is charged with first-degree murder for the 2020 brutal slaying of the tech CEO. Prosecutors say the former executive assistant killed his boss to avoid paying back the hundreds of thousands of dollars he allegedly stole from Saleh. According to investigators...
That's cap, bro. There's too many tech CEOs being killed. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I seen it all up in San Francisco, bro. And yeah, it's a cover up. This nigga look. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Bro look slow. Not slow like for dirt. Not like that, bro. He looked like his mental was just gone. I'm telling you, nigga. Look like his mental was just out of whack.
Haspel worked as Saleh's executive assistant and handled the entrepreneur's finances and personal matters. Saleh gave Haspel the title of chief of staff at his venture capital investment firm. But instead of completing his normal work duties, Haspel allegedly embezzled $100,000 from Saleh. Saleh reportedly cut Haspel a break by not reporting him to authorities when he discovered what happened. Instead, Saleh brokered a repayment plan with him, only for Haspel to gruesomely kill him later on. And the details of the slaying were horrific.
So you mean to tell me you steal $100,000 from your boss? He tell you, bro, I can call it Johnny's on you, get you locked up right now. But I'm just go ahead and put you on a payment plan. And you kill him anyway, nigga? What type of shit is that? I wish a lot of people understood that money ain't everything. You know what I'm saying? Stealing the money ain't everything. And if you got to pay a debt, pay it back. It's not the end of the world, bro. It's your debt. It's not like they made it up. It's not like somebody put 100,000 on you. If you got a debt, bro, pay it. Money ain't everything, nigga. You will get it back. I promise you. Some kind of way you will get it back. You will sleep at night. You're not dead. You're not in jail like he was gonna put your ass in. Pay your debt, bro. This nigga says. I promise you, I don't trust nobody, no matter the race, right? But I see why people don't trust niggas. I see why. Because I know some niggas I don't trust either, bro. And this, like, history shows, this is some white boy shit. I don't know what the fuck this nigga on. Cause this is some white boy. I ain't... Bro ain't got it all in his head. He just don't.
Haspel allegedly zapped Saleh with a taser, then took out a knife and fatally stabbed him. But that wasn't all. Haspel allegedly returned the next day to dismember Saleh's body, dismembering his arms.
I thought y'all said y'all was gonna let him tell it.
Then went to clean up the crime scene.
I was a homicide prosecutor myself for many years. And so I've seen everything or almost everything. It is not so common that we come across a case of this horrific magnitude in terms of just not only the stabbing, the dismembering, and all the actions that took place in the part of this defendant before, during, and after this crime that make it all the more horrific.
Saleh's body was discovered by his cousin, who hadn't heard from him in days. Police described the scene as ugly to the New York Post. An electric saw was found near the body, and body parts were found in plastic bags found in the apartment. During the investigation, surveillance footage showed the killer carrying a bag and waiting.
Yeah, this nigga gotta be slow, bro. What type of nigga kill somebody, chop him up, and leave the body parts there? You might as well leave the nigga attached. Like, why go ahead and chop the nigga up and leave him there? Like they still can't tell his bro. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just kill him and leave him like that. Now you finna get... Bro, what's crazy is... it's you go up in his apartment, stab him, kill him, boom. The thing... Anyway, we say... Just off the top of my head, New York, 15 to 20 years. Boom, you parole in like 15 years, you kill somebody. Just off the top of my head, right? But they got... Even though you kill somebody, right? After they're dead, if you hurt them again, right? You abusing the corpse. You cut the body up, bro. That's gonna be an extra, what, 15, 20 years now, nigga? You never getting out. Why do it and leave it there? For sport? No, this nigga's mentally fucked. I'm telling y'all. My nigga walked through the whole building looking like this, bro. That tells you all you need to know about this.
To enter the elevator with the victim. Saleh reportedly gave a puzzled look during the exchange as they rode the elevator up together. An ominous surveillance photo taken.
Hold on.
Waiting to enter the elevator with the victim. Saleh reportedly gave a puzzled look during the exchange as they rode the elevator up together.
I told you that was Saleh, bro. I'm like, them niggas look just alike. How y'all the people, bro? It's hard for me to tell, like, bro. It's hard for me, like, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. It's kind of hard for me to tell white people apart. But any other race, I can tell, like, this that nigga or that's this nigga or some shit, right? What I want to know about Saleh, why you still going up to your apartment with this nigga dressed like this? You gotta, that's why I said this nigga dumb, squad. I'm telling y'all, this nigga stupid than a motherfucker, because why are you dressed up like Saleh don't already know who you is when you in the elevator with this nigga? Let me know that.
Ominous surveillance photo taken shortly before the murder showed a man who later was revealed to be Haspel wearing a dark plastic face shield with a baseball cap and sunglasses during what would be Soleil's final elevator ride to his home. One law enforcement source told the New York Post the crime scene looked like a professional killing because almost no blood was left behind and the apartment was not looted. Authorities traced the crime to Haspel
Gibson, what you
forensic
talking about?
evidence left behind on the taser. Haspel would later be charged with first-degree murder. Law and crime legal analyst Julie Rendell.
That nigga cut his own hair. That fool cut his own hair. Come in here. Well, yeah, give me one. Nigga thirsty than a motherfucker. A blue one. Jaden, what's happening?
Ullman explains the former assistant now faces the rest of his life in prison.
So in New York, an individual can be charged with murder 1 or murder 2. In this case, he's charged with murder in the first degree,
Exactly.
where the minimum, if he were to be convicted, is 20 years to life. The maximum is life without parole. When we talk about extreme emotional disturbance, or EED in New York, we're talking about minimizing, in a sense, the crime. What the defense attorneys are saying is that at the time the defendant committed the crime, he was under what they call extreme emotional disturbance, meaning that he didn't have the requisite intent that exists for murder 1. Now, I have to be honest, because
why he come dressed like that?
Many
then?
of these cases in New York. When we talk about EED, the typical case we talk about is, a perfect example is when a man walks in on his girlfriend in bed with another man and he stabs him to death. That's
Crime
what we
and
think
passion.
of, where they didn't have time to reflect on the decisions they were making. I'm not quite sure that this case fits that narrative in any way.
Haspel would go on trial nearly 4 years after the horrific killing and revealed more about his boss's final moments. While on the stand, Haspel revealed to Manhattan jurors that Soleil commented on his ominous outfit. He testified Soleil would say something to the effect of, "You're really taking this COVID seriously." While on the stand being questioned by his attorney, the former assistant would...
That understand. That makes sense. Bro still slow. They said this happened 4 years ago. 4 years ago was what? 2020. 2020 was COVID. He just looking at him like, you overdoing it, my nigga. Like, you one of them. Y'all know how COVID birthed a lot of overdoers. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by overdoers, meaning when they leave their house, they have on gloves, a mask, goggles, a beanie, a hat, a helmet. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to, they scared to catch the shit when they leave the house. And so my boy Celine probably looking at him like, you just one of these niggas. Like, bro, you doing too much. You are doing way too much, bro.
would reveal his boss's final words were, "What are you doing?" Haspel said once Soleil got off the elevator, he tased him in the back, took the knife out, and started aiming for Soleil's neck. Later revealing to a jury he didn't feel much of anything while dismembering Soleil's body, adding that he was numb. He would later testify on the stand he only stopped the dismemberment after the electric saw's battery died. As Haspel didn't deny he killed Soleil, his attorneys argue he committed the murder due to extreme emotional disturbance.
I think we can both agree.
To all y'all niggas entertaining that Ghost is quitting, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Hey, Yogi, you a day one. Prodigy, you a day one. Yeah. Why are y'all entertaining these kids that said I'm quitting YouTube? When did I make that video? Don't respond to shit like that, bro. Y'all only, you know what I'm saying? Fuel the little niggas. And to you little niggas, chill before I block you. Now, that mean you quit my channel. Leave me the fuck alone.
Agree. It sounds more like greed than anything else. And remember, I'm not so sure that the defense attorneys believe that there's actually an EED defense. I think they recognize that if he were to plead guilty, he's facing potentially life without parole. And so I don't want to use the word desperate. They have a job to do. Their client may not want to plead guilty. And so they're basically dealt the hand that they're fed, and they're now going to provide to the jury their version of defense. That doesn't mean they think they're going to win, but they're doing the best they can for their client.
Haspel's trial would also reveal more sinister details that led up to the murder. We need to take a really quick break from this gruesome story to give a quick think.
When she was like 28, she was the realest. Telling y'all niggas, bro.
To our sponsors.
Fuck your sponsor. Fast forward the video. When she was like 20, she was also cocky too. She ain't giving up no coochie. I can already tell, but yeah, she was real.
After Soleil found out about the missing funds, Haspel continued to steal from his boss through a PayPal account. Prosecutors say with the threat of going to the authorities, Haspel decided to carefully research and plan how to get away with murder. At the time,
go to
Haspel
jail
allegedly
anyway.
even used Soleil's credit cards to pay for rides to and from the Home Depot.
My nigga Soleil wasn't gonna put
her in jail.
Put him in jail. He said he could pay it off. So bro wanted to kill her so he could go to jail anyway. The fuck? And then find out you killed the nigga over some money. This nigga, man. Well, I clicked on the video because I thought this was gonna be a confession, but if this big head bitch gonna keep talking about it, bro, I don't really want to watch the video. I'm gonna keep it 100. We keep it 1 million.
To clean up the murder. And it wasn't just greed that led to the murder. 2 years prior to the murder, Haspel met a French exchange student named Marnie Chavot in September of 2018. Haspel would shower
all these
Chavot
foreigners, bro. We could tell Salam is overseas type, like, you know, Indian, Arab type. Now he got a French bitch. This nigga is out here fishing, bro. They don't know nothing about the U.S., so he plotting.
luxury gifts that couldn't be afforded on his 20 years prior to cleaning up the murder.
Look.
And it wasn't just greed that led to the murder. 2 years prior to the murder, Haspel met a French exchange student named Marnie Chavot in September of 2018. Haspel would shower Chavot with luxury gifts that couldn't be afforded on his $30 an hour paycheck. He allegedly stole $400,000 from Soleil to keep up with his faux high-profile lifestyle with his girlfriend. In one instance, Haspel reportedly footed the bill for Chavot and her friends to spend a weekend at a concert in Florida on Soleil's tab. During the trial, jurors were shown receipts allegedly made by Haspel even after the murder, which included receipts from...
How rich you gotta be if you didn't notice a nigga stole $400,000 from you today? Nigga take $400,000 from me, my bank account, any of my motherfucking anything, bro, I'ma know today. My nigga Salam to find out for months. How rich you gotta be for a nigga to steal $400,000 from you and you don't know for 5 to 6? What the fuck? Bro, you going to jail. They got some lawyers on this shit. They got some lawyers. Usually when somebody get murdered, this dumbass fool got to find a lawyer, and the government represents the dead body, right? I can promise y'all, it's some niggas in Soleil family done hire some lawyers to connect, to link up with the government on this shit to make sure they convict this motherfucker, bro. And to keep it real, bro, better hope he go to prison because they might kill this nigga on the
Louis Vuitton. Haspel admitted to spending more than $7,000 on a Louis Vuitton backpack, trunk clutch, and customized Louis Vuitton birthday cake, confirming he received an emailed receipt just 6 hours after the...
Oh, look. Louis Vuitton birthday cake, look. I just bought one of those. A birthday cake for what you call a birthday. You see it? Yeah, it was my bitch birthday, so I got her a Louis Vuitton cake. No, I'm just playing, but yeah, I got her one for her birthday. That was good.
Murder. He also revealed he had plans to celebrate her birthday after the murder, planning a spa day, kickboxing, a sunset cruise, and other excursions.
Splurging on my nigga Celine.
That we are not looking at an extreme emotional disturbance defense winning in this case. This is an individual that stole from the victim, stole yet again from the victim, knew he was about to be caught and exposed, went to the home dressed covered so that no one could potentially see him, brought a taser, brought a knife, and eventually killed his victim and chopped up his body with the goal of no one ever finding out that he was the person responsible.
But left the body there.
To use the victim.
Chad, please tell me. Just give me one good reason, bro, because I can't figure out why would you go to a nigga apartment and kill him, right? Chop up his body and then leave the body parts in the apartment. What good reason? They still gonna know it's bro. Even if they can't ID him, DNA evidence. What is the reason you chop up the nigga body for? I can understand washing the body to get rid of evidence, but what's the reason to chopping up the body, bro?
Victim's own credit cards to go to the Home Depot in order to get bleach and other items to try to clean the area after the fact. So this to me is someone that is quite deliberate in the decision making he made both before and after the murder of this man.
Don't know what the fuck to do.
He didn't want to abandon his girlfriend, who would ultimately move back to France. He testified, "If I take his life, then I won't have to pay him back. If I don't have to pay him back, I won't have to worry about a missing payment. If that happens, I can continue on supporting my partner."
Remember, not every single time an individual goes to trial does it mean that they're saying, "I didn't commit a crime."
Mind you, squad, he stole $400,000 from Celine. Celine was gonna take him, like, call the Johnnies on him, but instead he said, "You stole $400K, bro. Just give me $100K back on the payment plan." On the payment plan, bro didn't even want to give this nigga the $100K. Basically, nigga, you stole $300 from me. I ain't tripping on it. Keep it, but give me $100,000 of that and put it on the payment plan. My nigga Celine got money. He didn't even know the $400,000 was gone till a half a year later. He got money. Just give me a little. He just wanted to spank him on the back of the hand and show him, you know what I'm saying? And he still killed him. Damn.
In this case, he's saying, "I committed a crime, but it wasn't murder in the first degree." And so he understands, I think the defense understands, that the case is overwhelming in terms of the evidence against him. And so in order for them to mitigate, in order for them to bring out their defense in a sense, the only real way to do that is to put the defendant on the stand to say, "Yeah, I did it. These are the reasons I did it," to try to invoke some sympathy, some understanding, if it's in all possible, to the jury that this was someone who felt so pressured by his
Jackson, good looking out.
so pressured by the
man.
idea that he would be caught,
Power of the gods, good looking, my boy.
Measures in order to protect himself.
Haspel's
that's OG Sadie. That's my
reportedly
nigga.
didn't start with his employment with Soleil, who by all accounts protected his assistant, who ended up repaying him by murdering him. Haspel applied to work with the tech CEO after he was fired from Moe's Southwest Grill in Long Island, where he allegedly stole from there as well, allegedly embezzling $20,000 from the restaurant.
So I'm shaking my head because...
Yeah, my nigga was a demon, man. Rest in peace, Celine. Celine was a good nigga is what it looked like. And my boy took advantage of that shit, man.